So your first question is, the chairperson is to oversee all of the executive board meetings and the general body meetings. And my question to you is, are there any elements of e-board meetings and GBMs that you feel can be improved on? If so, what are they and how will you improve them?
Well, this year I feel like executive board meetings went very smoothly. Like most of the most of the executive officers were able to continue and contribute to e-board meetings on a consistent basis. But one thing I would like to improve upon is perhaps letting the board to start writing their minute reports earlier in the week so they can manage their time easily with their academics and board duties. Also, if we start with sending out minutes earlier, I feel like board can get out more information to the rest of the group throughout the week, so they can have better communication. Because when something isn't communicated within the group, it is easy to get lost. And I feel one of my goals for this year is to have everyone on the same page before every event. I would like to have a very detailed run through of what's going to be happening with every event, so we can all have a very smooth transition to the event, have more pluses than pluses. I want for the executive board members to not feel so stressed. So one, they can enjoy the event as well, and the GBMers can enjoy the events to the fullest extent. I feel like also for the 50th anniversary, there's going to be a lot more pressure, and I would like to ease as much pressure off of their shoulders as I can if elected as chairperson. For GBMs, I would like something that Lana implemented into or wanted to implement this semester into her term was for every board member to get to know a few GBMers and keep in touch with them throughout the semester. If elected, I plan to continue with that plan. So one, we can get more people to be involved. Two, we can reach out to more people, because it's one thing to talk and introduce yourself to a new GBMer, but it's another thing to get to know them and let them know that they are more than welcome to come back. Another thing that I would like to implement into GBMs is to get GBMers more engaged within our general body meetings. I feel like it's very important that GBMers feel like their time is being used wisely by coming to our weekly meetings. I would like to work with the new officers to go over how they can be engaging with their audience, whether that be to give little quizzes like, can anyone tell me what this stands for? Can anyone tell me what this stands for? Something to also motivate them to go to more meetings I would like to try is have a quick overview of what officers say at the week before. So in the beginning of their report, they can say, can anyone tell me what happened last week? So one, the executive officers feel like their work is being appreciated and being paid attention to, because often if in these weekly small tasks, it can feel like no one really cares and no one's paying attention. And I would like the executive officers to feel like they're being appreciated. And I would like the GBMers to also feel like they're not just in an AB Samahan 2-hour lecture. I would like them to feel excited to come back every single week. And last but not least, that I would like to add to GBMers or GBMs, I would like to implement more themes that are easier for the GBMers to dress up to. And something I would like to try to allow the GBMers to feel more involved with our organization is to have them give suggestions for what they would like to have for GBM themes. It's because I feel like if they get even a little bit of a say to contribute to what GBM themes we can have, they'll feel more obligated and they'll also feel a lot more excited to come out. And that way, we can have higher and more consistent turnouts, because I understand that after FG and after all of our big events first semester, our GBMer rate tends to decline. So I would like to really increase our consistent GBMer turnout. Thank you.
Okay. Your second question is, being the chairperson means that you are the face of the organization. What qualities do you believe are important for you to show to the community?
If elected as chairperson, being the face of the organization means that I would have to set a very good example for the rest of my executive board members, the GBMers, and the rest of the community. As chairperson, some qualities that I would like to showcase to the rest of the community is that I am kind, caring, supportive. I show appreciation for other people's work. I want to show that our organization is organized, that we are very passionate about the work we are doing. I would like to keep the flame of compassion within each of the members who are within each of the officers um, like sparked throughout the entire year. So not only myself, but the rest of the officers can show everyone that that AB Samahan is here and we are present. We are passionate and we will go out into our community to help and advocate for what we believe is right. I would like to show the community that we have clear and open communication by upholding our pillars. Community is one of our pillars by creating relationships with other communities, not only within SDSU, but San Diego and SoCal as well. It shows that AB Samahan is an organization that that is not afraid to collaborate. When I volunteered at the House of Philippines this last summer, they really wanted to do more interaction with AB Samahan. Many of them are AB Samahan alumni themselves. So I believe it's very important that that as if elected as chairperson, I show that have good communication and we're passionate. And if elected as chairperson, what I want to show to the community is inspiration. If I can inspire another person, then the chain of inspiration that person can show to another person to be active and care about what is going on in this world and what is going on in their surroundings can make a huge difference. Thank you.
As chair, as chair, how would you ensure that past members of AB Samahan will be part of the 50th anniversary celebration?
For the 50th anniversary celebration, one of my goals is to really reach out to alumni and maybe some not as active members. Because it is the 50th anniversary, there are so many members that have contributed and paved the way for AB Samahan of today. One of the steps to my plan is to reach out to the House of Philippines because many of them are AB Samahan alumni and they are some of the first founding members of this organization. And from there, I want to work with the AS alumni and APIC liaisons and community affairs to really outreach, because I feel like the biggest key to getting more members to return to AB Samahan for the 50th anniversary is outreach and communication. This also helps with webmaster and PR. It is not, yes, we have our Instagram and Twitter account very active and open, but I think another thing that the older generations of Samahan is to open Facebook up again, because a lot of them, that is a very popular used platform, and I would really like to reach out to older generations, because without them, AB Samahan would not be what it is today, and they have contributed so much in order for us to have what we have today.
Sorry, okay. Next question. Samahan's mission is to provide a safe space. What would you do in the event a GPMer feels unsafe or uncomfortable due to maybe an e-board member or a GBMer?
If there is a member of the organization that feels unsafe due to any kind of circumstance, first and foremost, I would like, if possible, if they reached out to me, or if I can just tell during an event or a GBM that they don't feel comfortable, I would like to pull them to the side and just, I want to listen. I feel like communication is a two-way process. I cannot do anything unless I listen first. I would like to listen to their concerns, why they are feeling the way that they are, so I can see what I can do within my power to make them feel safe. If they have problems with another member, I would like to see what the situation is and what I can do to help mediate the situation. If they have a problem with an executive board member, I would like to talk to that executive board member, not to attack them, but to get everybody on the same page and to have a better understanding within our community, because we cannot go out into the community and advocate if we can't even keep together. And not only would I talk to that executive member so we can prevent something like that in the future, I would also like to talk to the executive board members of next year's board so everyone can prevent any kind of circumstance from happening in the future. I understand that this past year there was a situation where someone didn't feel welcome, and thankfully they had the chance to come back. And because we talked about it as an executive board, we gave that person and that group of people a second chance to feel welcome and to feel like they had a place here in AB Samahan.
And I forgot, I had one more question for you.
Oh.
Why do you think collegiate level Filipinx and Filipinx American organizations exist, and what purpose do they serve?
I believe Filipinx and Filipinx American collegiate organizations are established in order to create community for college level students. For college, it is the first step into adulthood, and for many, it is the first time they are leaving home. AB Samahan has become a second home to those who are not from San Diego, or to those who feel like they wanted a space outside of perhaps whatever they were part of before. And I believe Filipinx and Filipinx American collegiate organizations serve to advocate for our rights, because this is the first step into adulthood, and in adulthood it is now within legal right to vote. And I believe that this guidance that Filipinx and Filipinx collegiate organizations offer is really helpful to really guide and give the first step to all of these new collegiate aged members. I also feel like it gives members the opportunity to learn and embrace their cultural identity. I understand that colonial mentality is still at large. A lot of people still suffer from not feeling like they're allowed to enjoy the things that make them unique and what make them special. This year's FCN was all about embracing your cultural identity, and I feel like these collegiate film orgs do a great job at giving people the opportunity to embrace that, because I remember talking to a member this year who said, "Thank you for FCN. Without it, I wouldn't had the opportunity to connect with my Filipino cultural identity," because not everyone, wherever they are from, has the opportunity to dive into their Filipinx culture. And by giving them an opportunity, they feel like they belong. And film collegiate organizations do a great job of that.